American psycho, call himself Jesus. Nori Chan Shuffle, but has like Beavis. Not an opportunity that I can pass up. Catapult past where I am to get my cash up. No, but it's not about that. Feel like my dream, yeah, it's all about that. Chasing the cheese, caught up in the mouse trap. Slow process, no, it's never ASAP.
Hey, what's up? I'm Jeff.
And I'm Chuck from the band Simple Planet, and you're watching RBC Bluesfest Fashion. Yeah, we're really excited about the new album. We've been working on it for the last year and a half, pretty much writing. We're in the studio. We started in March, and we're almost done now. Been mixing it, finishing it, so it's gonna come out this fall. And very eclectic kind of record. You know, some of the throwback to our old school sound, kind of classic Simple Plan. Lots of energy, lots of melodies, and making sure that it's really catchy and fast up tempo, but then we also got some different type of stuff that's a little different that we never tried before. So it's a cool mix, and I'm really psyched for the fans to hear it.
The only problem with that record is that it's ever going. So until we release it, we're still gonna work on it. So for us, it's
we can't let it go.
We can't let it go. It's so long to make, but yeah, it's gonna be worth it.
You know what? We had the idea to write a song called Saturday, and we just thought, with the twist of instead of going out, you're staying in with your girl, because now you see that it's maybe because we're getting older, but sometimes it's like, hey, you know what? I just want to stay home and hang out, and and we don't need to go out to the club and puke everywhere. You know what I mean? Just kind of have a little more of a chill night. So that was the concept, and we looked it up, and we saw that song pop up from the Bay City Roads. Oh, that's kind of cool. What if we could kind of incorporate it into our song, and we just thought it was a cool kind of throwback, like a nice little wing to an older song, and I think it worked out awesome. It came out great, and yeah, I think it made we've never done that before, where we took an old song that already existed and sort of sampled it or whatever. So it was kind of cool to to give that a shot and to try to shake things up a little bit, into something different in terms of songwriting, and yeah, it turned out cool. Yeah, absolutely. Every design that we do, we talk about it. I don't actually go on the computer and design it, but we have a guy that we've been working with for 20 years, with one of our best friends, and we do everything with him. We talk, I have this idea, I wish we could do the shirt like this, and then he'll put it up and he'll send a bunch of options. I like this one, and then we go. So we're really involved. We don't have a merch deal where it's a company that's doing it and then we're not involved at all. It's actually pretty. It's kind of funny how for a big operation, it's all kind of homemade and with friends and everything. So I think that's kind of what makes our band a little different, because we're involved in everything, and we tend to be a little bit of a control freak. So the merchandise, absolutely, we're super involved, because I feel it's a reflection of the band. So we want it to be right. Everything matters. Every little detail, from the videos to the album covers to the merch to the logos to everything. It's all it's all part of what makes this band who we are. So I think we like to be involved, and we always say nobody cares more about the band than the band itself.
As far as style goes, for us, it has to be practical on stage, and wearing beautiful suits and having great ties and all that stuff on stage would not necessarily work, because we are running around and jumping around. Although the Mighty Boss Tones kind of proved us wrong, they have done it in the past. But for me, fashion is about a good jeans, a good shirt, and great shoes. For me, I keep it simple. Once in a while, I step it up and I do put a suit on, but it's pretty rare. What about you?
For me, it's I think we grew up loving a lot of punk rock bands from California, and they would go on stage in shorts and t-shirts and have Puma sneakers or Vans sneakers and whatnot, or Converse. And to me, that's kind of what being a band should look like. I think we also come from an era where it was kind of, I wouldn't say frowned upon, but it's kind of you didn't want to put too much thought into it. It was kind of just get dressed and go, and I see a lot of bands now, they have stage outfits and everything, and for me I'll walk around all day and then I'll just go on stage with the same clothes. I don't try to make this big statement. I think our band is all about being super accessible and being close to the people, and that's kind of how we do things. And it doesn't mean that I don't admire different bands that have a lot more kind of sophisticated tastes and they have crazier outfits. I think that's rad, but for us it just always felt we didn't want to be like, we wanted to be sort of the same level as our fans, you know what I mean? Like, we just wanted to be like, hey, we're like one of them, you know, like we're just one kid, like 5 kids that got lucky that got on stage. Hey, what's up? Thank you guys so much for watching RBC Bluesfest Fashion. We had a great time doing the interview, and yeah, we had a good time.
And this is the best interview ever. The gift bags and everything.
Thank you.
I love that part.
I like when you share. Thank you. Take care. Bye.
Enjoy.
The pressure, gotta do it better, you wanna do it forever. Lights so bright, emotions high like a kite. Man, this is so amazing. This feeling's intoxicating. But
I want that feeling.
come on.
But do I feel intoxicated?
I want that feeling.